Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about another new product from Maybelline, and it is the Color Strike Cream to Powder eyeshadows. So what happened with this is I bought one shade and I tested it out and I enjoyed it, and then I decided I would buy a couple more shades because the one I tested out initially was a matte finish, and I thought I would also like to try the metallic finish ones. So yeah, these come in two different finishes, matte and metallic, and there are 10 shades altogether. The color range is very nice. I think there's definitely something for everyone. They're $6.99 a piece, and I ordered them from Amazon, and if I remember, I will post a link in the description box so that you can check it out if you want to. I haven't seen them in stores yet, but I'm sure that they'll be in stores soon, any store that carries Maybelline. So let me just go over the color range with you. There is a matte black called Crave. There is a light warm pink called Charm. There is a gold called Flash. There's a mauve brown called Chase. There is a matte taupe called Flare, which I do have this one. I used this mainly as a base underneath my Revlon Addictive eyeshadow quad that I was talking about. I didn't want to talk about this at the time because I had planned on picking up a couple more colors, but that's what I use that for, is an eyeshadow base. And then there's a dark purple called Tempt. There's a rosy beige called Spark. That is what I have on my eyes, and I'm going to do a demo for you to show you how I apply this and how it works. There's a coppery bronze called Rally. I had this on in yesterday's video, so if you want to see what this looks like on, all you need to do is watch that video. There's a bronzy brown called Hustle, and there is a teal blue called Ace. So that's what you get for color choices. So, okay, it's a cream to powder finish. Let me tell you right off the bat, the one thing that I don't like about these. Everything else I like and I would recommend them, but you don't get hardly anything in here. These are 0.36 mils or 0.12 fluid ounces. Do you know how small of an amount that is? That's like practically nothing. You unscrew it, and there's your applicator. So it's like a sponge tip applicator that comes to a tapered but rounded point. And I'll show you in the demo exactly how I use this. But for now, what I'm going to do is do some swatches and show you the three shades. Yeah, so some of the colors are really dark, some of them are really light, some of them are colorful. It's a nice assortment. Okay, so that's Flare. It's just a matte taupe. That's Spark. That's what I have on my lids. So just a very everyday neutral metallic champagne. And then that's Rally. And it's a metallic bronze. And like I said, I had it on in yesterday's video. So if you want something that's going to show up a little more, that's also a very nice neutral, but it's quite a bit darker, obviously, than Spark. So those are the three shades that I bought. But very easy to apply, not messy at all. You don't even need any tools. I'm very happy with these. I would definitely pick up more colors if I see them in store, or I might, if I place an Amazon order or something, I might order some more shades because there are a lot of good ones in the line. So let me show you the demo portion right now so you can see exactly how I use this and how that all works. Okay, so let me show you how I use these. I'm going to go in with the color number 30, Spark, which is a light metallic champagne color. And if you look at yesterday's video of the Maybelline Lifter Gloss review, I had on the shade Rally in that. And then in some videos where I kept talking about that Revlon Addictive eyeshadow palette, I was using Flare as an eyeshadow base for that look, and also in the crease of those looks. So today we're going to use Spark. So when you take the wand out of the component, it looks like there isn't going to be a lot of product on there. And that's actually going to make it a little bit easier to apply because you don't really have to worry about blending. I'm going to blend with the applicator itself. So I'm just going to start by dragging the applicator across the area that I want to apply the product and sort of blending as I go. So these are super easy to use. You don't have to get your hands dirty by using your finger. You don't have to use any brushes for, well, for this part anyway. So I'm just dabbing it on my eye. Now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to screw it back down and then unscrew it to get more product on there. This is a very, very light pale shade, but there are tons of different colors in the range. Some of the shades are matte, some of the shades are metallic. So this is a very, very light shade. So this is actually a good shade for like a more wearable look for work or school or just every day. Now what I do from that point on is, the other day I had talked about this Essence Matte Bronzing Powder in No. 1 Natural that I bought. So I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to take this Morphe M506 brush. It's like a small blending brush. And I'm going to go right into the bronzer, tap off the excess, and I'm going to put this in the crease. Yeah, I talked about this in my makeup haul video that I did the other day, how I like to use a matte bronzer sometimes in the crease. And I'm going to put just a little bit in the outer part of my lids for some definition. And then I'm going to go into this Maybelline City Mini palette, and this is Matte About Town. And I'm just going to take this e.l.f. brush, and I'm going to go into this pale cream type shade. And I'm going to do my brow bone highlight with that color. I'm also going to put a little bit of that in the inner corners. And now I'm going to take that Morphe brush that I used and just blend the two together. So I just have this very simple look. And now I'm going to take a little bit more of this bronzer and just run that very lightly underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to apply my eyeliner, lash primer, and mascara and be right back. So that is the finished look using the lightest shade that I bought, which is Spark. And then in yesterday's video, I have on Rally if you want to see something a little bit deeper and darker and more like a bronze shade. And then some of my older videos I have on Flare as a base shade. I don't think this would look good just on its own, but it's a great layering product and other eyeshadows layered over it beautifully. No issues at all. So one thing that I did forget to mention though is that I didn't use an eyeshadow primer underneath these. It doesn't need one. You can just go right in on bare skin. I took the tiniest little bit of concealer though and did sort of spread that around the eye area just to try to cover up like veining and discoloration, but I just used the tiniest bit. I didn't use as much as I normally would because I knew I was going to be going in with this and I didn't know if the two products would mesh well together. So just, you know, I would use like a light hand if you do want to use an eyeshadow primer or a concealer first, because sometimes liquid cream products don't necessarily layer well or play well together. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I would highly recommend these. The only downside from what I can see is that there's hardly anything in here, so they're not going to last very long. You'll get to the point, I'm sure, rather quickly where you'll put the wand in the component and take it out and nothing will come out. So you don't get a lot for your money, but it is a very easy product to use, and I think that the color range is great, and I think it's very pretty, and I would recommend these. So that's it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.